out, right? Impressed. Oh, color me surprised. Like I'm shocked, all right? Oh yeah, I'm so shocked by Eddie Hearn's opinion about the PPV numbers. Okay. Look, man, the fight did for sure 125,000. Plus, there's still more numbers coming in. Tens of thousands are more going to come in still. It's not counting certain digital orders, like if they ordered through like anyone on PlayStation and stuff like that. So there is a lot of numbers still pending. It couldn't reach close to 400,000. Like, you know, so we got to keep that in mind. Eddie Hearn saying he's not impressed. That's not impressive. Okay. Let's leave the gate aside. Let's leave the television rights for the fight aside. Let's leave UK sales aside. Almost 400,000 when it's all said and done for this Wilder fight, and Eddie Hearn's coming out, right, saying he's not impressed, right? I don't know if Eddie Hearn knows this, but pay-per-view numbers in America, okay? And this goes for a lot of you dudes over there in the UK. Pay-per-view numbers in America, right, is different for several factors. And the most important one, and the only one that matters, is that it's $75. With some providers, $79, right? Dollars a pop, right? Let's say 75. $75, $74.99 a pop, right? Not the equivalent what would be like $20 in the UK. Right, so I want to make sure people understand that. More than double, almost 3 times the amount of money for the cost of a pay-per-view in the UK, okay? We like that we cannot like ignore that and pretend that's not a factor, or you know what I mean? It's $75. Now we'll explain in a moment why it's $75. All right. Excuse me here. I'm just waiting for this traffic to pass. Trying to do a right turn here. But at $20 a pop, I mean, let's say it's, you know, I'm going to cut some of the pay-per-views just so we can do the math a little easy, okay? We're not going to count it just at 325, right? 325,000. There's going to be tens of thousands more pay-per-views still pending, right? But let's just cut it there. And since we're doing that, we're going to say 3 times the amount, right? All right, that is over 900,000 buys in the UK. All right, so if that's the amount of buys you need in the UK to get gross revenue for that amount, and that's me just stopping it at 325,000. Now, when certain fighters in the UK do 800,000, 500,000, everybody's like, wow. That's amazing, right? You know what I mean? When they do 1 million, they say that it's amazing, right? With the numbers still coming in, the gross revenue is going to be equivalent to what a fight in the UK would do with over 1 million buys, all right? For the amount of money they charge over there. So now the reason they charge more, because here in the US, especially for pay-per-view, right? I'm not saying it's not the case. Like in the UK, you guys get together in stadiums and sing Sweet Caroline and all that. In America, for a big fight, like people throw fight parties, right? And people know this, right? Like, you know, people behind the scenes, Showtime, Al Heyman, they know this. So they know that they can charge the $75 Because friends are going to get together, right, and pay, right, for the pay-per-view. They're going to all pitch in. And they're going to pitch in for pizza or for the cookout or stuff like that, right? It's a cultural thing here, especially in the Hispanic community, all right? I know that for sure, all right? And it is true across the board in the U.S., right? So when it comes to that, we have to keep that in mind, right? So the per head matters here. So when it's 300,000 buys, that's not 300,000 people watching it. That's 300,000 households that are hosting. Some are watching it by themselves. So some of them are either with their significant other, with their friends, right? Some of them invited more than 10 people over. Right? So we are talking, when it all comes down to it, millions of people watching this fight, all right? So, and that's why they charge $75 a head, with some providers $79.99. So with that said, all right, with that said, not to mention the bar scene, bars that had to fight, the theaters that had to fight. I'm not even sure they're counting those numbers and the revenue of that, all right? Well, but I'm being very conservative with the numbers I'm using here, all right? Very. So spare me, Eddie Hearn. Why doesn't Eddie Hearn release the gate numbers for those stadium fights? You could talk all, his dad could come out and talk all day about it wasn't sold out. It wasn't sold out. Well, the tickets were kind of pricey, right? But how about we compare your gate with this gate? When it comes down to it, we're talking numbers here, right? We're talking dollar signs. That's what really matters, right? That's what we're talking about. I mean, you're bragging about stadiums and shit. I can tell you right now, millions of people watch the fight legally and illegally, right, in the U.S. And not only that, many more are going to watch the rematch. So if I was Eddie Hearn, first of all, remember when Eddie Hearn was saying the fight wasn't going to happen? Remember that shit? It's the fight with Deontay and Fury. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And since I have a British voice, you must believe what comes out of my mouth. Shut up. All right? Dude comes out here with a stupid fucking corny ass voice and shit. Talking about the fight's not going to happen. It just happened. All right? And then he has the audacity to come out and talk about how he's not impressed with the numbers and all this other bullshit. Okay. Really, Eddie Hearn? You're not impressed with the numbers. Well, release your numbers. All right? Does anybody have the gate numbers? Now, not the total amount of people there, okay? You charge $10 a pop for the Fury Wilder fight. It'll sell out a stadium, too. All right? But we're not here to fucking... In America, we don't sell $10 a pop, okay, for a fucking, world title fight. All right? So, anyway, the fuck out of here. Alright? But in all seriousness, what's going on with you, Eddie Hearn? And by the way, what's up with De La Hoya coming out? How convenient. And now he's saying that pay-per-view's dead, and it's all about the zone, and that's why Canelo signed a contract, because pay-per-view is no longer the big deal. And you got Canelo coming out saying the reason he's doing the zone is to help save his fans money from paying pay-per-view. What a bunch of crock of shit. Okay, pay-per-view literally stands for paying for the view. You're still paying for the zone, you fucking geniuses. All right. What's wrong with people, man? And nobody wants to see this Rocky Fielding fight. Nobody wants to see that shit, okay? We'll see how many people watch the Zone, and we'll see how much money the Zone loses. All right? Because the Zone paying the tab, okay, for Canelo does not mean that the pay-per-view model is dead, right? I mean, personally, I would like to see when world title fights, significant fights, are on, you know, ABC or Fox, you know, on Saturday night, you know, and they're doing justice, and, you know, 20 million views, you know, like Monday Night Football does, then we'll be on the right path, okay? But until then, we'll have to settle for pay-per-view, because boxing ain't going to do those ratings as of right now, all right? The sport has a long way to go to recapture the imagination of people, okay, and cure itself of its reputation, all right? Long way to go. Fucking De La Hoya fought pay-per-view his whole fucking career. Made him a multi-millionaire. Wants to come out here talking about, oh, pay-per-view ain't the way, and the Zone is the way to do it. Shut up. Canelo's been fighting pay-per-view since he's been fucking 19 years old, and he wants to come out and talk about how he's against pay-per-view. Like, get the fuck out of here. You're not against pay-per-view. Right? The Zone, an application, conveniently offered you a big money deal, and you took it. And I don't blame you for taking it, you know. But don't go around telling people that the motto of the UFC is dead because the pay-per-view isn't a thing no more, and boxing on pay-per-view ain't a thing no more. Shut the fuck up, okay? Like, seriously. This is D-Style, and I'm out. Peace.